Yo, good morning, guys. What's going on? This is a Saturday morning, actually Saturday evening. It's your boy Todd Nitty. I'm going to show you guys how to do, not only I do big engines, but I do small ones too. So what I got here is a weed eater. I love this weed eater. I've had it about 4 years now. This is a tb6044xp, 4-cycle, meaning that 4 cycles means a lot more power. And you don't need the, usually with a 2-cycle, you got to put the oil inside the gasoline here, but you don't have to do that with a 4-cycle. It actually comes with its own, if you can see there, its own oil side, and it's got a fuel side. Well, what I want to do today, I've had it 4 years. Never gave me any trouble. I'm noticing that it's giving me a little bit of power loss. So what I'm going to do now is I want to clean the actual carburetor. Pull the whole carburetor off, blow all the jets out, blow all the ports out. I had some carburetor cleanup, but when I went to drink a small engine today, my main guy, Chris, I really appreciate it. He gave me a good deal on going ahead. He just gave me a whole new carburetor. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to change out the carburetor, and I'm going to change the filter. I got a whole new filter assembly with the filter inside. I'm going to change the oil, and I'm going to change the spark plug. So by the time I'm done with all that, I guarantee you, man, I'm going to have a brand new weed eater. I'm serious. It's going to run like a champ. So, yo, here we go. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull these 2 screws right here out with my trusty DeWalt drill. I love this DeWalt drill, impact wrench. Let's use a different bit. Hold on a second. Got to use a different bit. Okay, here we go. I just changed the bit out, so we're going to do that. Hold on. Got to be real careful with it. I go real slow. Like I teach my son when I taught him how to do a drill, hand control. Because normally I use a hand tool and stuff like this, but today I'm just getting kind of lazy. So once I get this off, I'm going to show you what it looks like. All right, stay tuned. All right, so we got the assembly off. As you can see, that's what it looks like when you take it off. It's 4 screws holding on. These screws right here, don't lose them because they are direct. You might can find some replacements at Lowe's, but I seriously doubt it because they are cut to size. So anyway, this is what the carburetor looks. This is the actual carburetor. This is the actual carburetor of the weed eater. This is everything of that weed eater, man. This is how you get the fuel going in. As you can see, there's 3 fuel lines. There's the actual line that goes to the primer bulb. Then there's a fuel line coming from the actual fuel tank. And then there's a return line that goes back, whatever access you don't use, whatever fuel you don't use, it spits back into the tank. But you can see, man, you see how nasty that gets over time? This right here is your idle control screw. And, if you got a weed eater or a small engine that's kind of like idle and choppy or losing its idle, you kind of screw that screw in a little bit, just a little bit, and or screw it out, and that'll adjust your idle, just like you do in your car. Or just kind of like a car. That's what I mean by idle, where the engine just pretty much just running, steadily running without you putting any kind of acceleration to it at all. But anyway, this right here is your throttle body, this little black thing here. This right here is your throttle body cable. As you can see that right there connects inside of that little hole there. Every time you mash your throttle, this right here go back and forth. All right, so if you got a problem when you're mashing this and nothing's happening, more than likely you probably got a broke cable, which is that. You got to replace that. Or this right here may be broken, because I've seen cases where that little plaque is all just plastic. It's just thin plastic. This right here actually breaks, and that's where it holds that in. So, but anyway, this is the throttle. This is the carburetor. And now, to clean it, you would start with these 4 screws, take that apart, take the gasket out of here, take 2 screws out of this part, which is that flat part, take that apart, and then there's a diaphragm gasket along with another gasket, and then take all that apart, and then there's little jets, there's jet screw inside and all that kind of goody stuff. But you would take all that up apart, get you some carburetor cleaner or gum out. You can get it from Walmart or anything like that, and spray it real good inside all the jets, all the ports, things like that. Put it all back together. Take your time. Put it all back together and you square it away. But in this case, I'm not going to worry about it. The guy gave me such a hell of a deal on a new carburetor, you know. And something like that, you're saying, well, how much would something like this cost? Well, normal a carburetor for a 4-cycle engine is probably about $26 to $27, $30, something like that. What really gets you is when you go to these places and you tell them you need your carburetor cleaned or replaced and you let them do it for you, they eat you up with the labor. They'll sit there and say, well, you know, the part was $26, but it took my guy like 2 or 3 hours to do it, and we charge $30 an hour. So you come back with a bill, with a $130 bill to fix your weed eater. But, you know, I'm going to be honest, like this weed eater here, I got it 4 years ago, and I paid $240 for it. It was $240 regular. I got it on sale for like $189, something like that. It's a 4-cycle. It's a 4-cycle. It's I think it's 30. I think it's a 39cc. I believe 39cc with a jump start in the back. That's pretty slick. You can actually put your drill. If this don't crank it, you can put your drill back here. Put it in there, turn the drill, and that'll actually turn it over. So it's got this thing's got a lot of power. And it's got its own separate clutch system where you can actually take this part off and put other things on it. You can put a pole saw on it. You can put a trimmer on it. You can put a weed eater head on it. You can do whatever you want with it. And that's the reason why I'm really saving this, because I love this weed eater. It's got a lot of power. It'll cut down brush, weeds, whatever, man. You know, I have another issue. So I'd rather, for me, instead of me paying another $200 and something for another weed eater, I'd rather just go pay $30, $25, $20 for a whole nother part and have a brand new weed eater. Because once I do this, change the oil, change the spark plug, which is what you see here, you got a brand new unit. It's a brand new unit. And change the filter, which is with this in here. Change the filter. It's a brand new weed eater. So anyway, ain't no talk too much. That's basically what it is. You just do all that. And I'll show you how to change these spark plug, because that right there causes a lot of people issues where they can get it started, it'll start up for a little while, but it doesn't have any power. I'll show you how to change that in a minute. All right, peace out. So yo, here's another video. I'm going to show you how to change the spark plug. This right here is just like on a car. Your car has the same kind of wire. There's a spark plug. All you gotta do is pretty much, it's just on there. Don't get no kind of crazy tools or try to pull that, because you're gonna ruin that boot. Just take your hand, gently squeeze it, pull it. All right, that's what a spark plug looks like. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my trusty electric wrench that I got from Harbor Freight, like I showed y'all. I love this thing, by the way. Stick it on here. And I don't, make sure you're going the right direction. See, that's righty-tighty. What you want to go is lefty-loosey. All right. Let's go on left. I'll take that right there. All right. And I turn it by hand first. I don't never just do that right there. See, I turn it by hand. And then that's it. Turn this out. Pull this out, man. I love building. I love fixing on stuff, man. You know, my wife could tell you, or anybody that truly know Ty Nitty Palmer, that, man, let's just make sure this. What I normally do is I like to take parts. I like to take the actual number and I match it. 7940082. Here's a new one. 7940082. You can see the big difference between the old one and the new one. Well, that one there been through some. I've been cutting some grass with that one right there, buddy. Look at that. Nasty. Brand new one. You put a brand new one in, that engine's gonna purr. New engine, new fuel, new spark plug, new fuel, it's gonna purr. Main thing that makes the engine combust and give horsepower is three things, like I told you. air, fuel, spark. Air coming in from the carburetor, fuel coming in into the chamber, and this right here is going to provide the spark. That's what keeps an engine, all engines, I don't care what it is, combusting. I go from small engines to big V8s like my big truck here, or turbo engines like my 240 here, or supersized engines like my bike back there. Anyway, let's keep it rocking, man. So, yo, that's it. And now basically just replace the parts just like I took them out. I'm not trying to make this video too long, but that's basically it with a small engine. And if you want to get deep and dark with it, to really get inside the, to show the crank and the piston and stuff like that, you'll have to unscrew these screws in the front, take this cover off, and basically pull that whole head off, and you'll see like the actual shaft, things like that. But mainly, if you got any issue with, it not running correctly, that carburetor is going to be generally 100% it. And or if you don't want to fool with doing that, that spark plug, change those spark plugs, which I recommend you do anyway. With your lawnmowers and stuff like that, man, lawnmowers, weed eaters, ride lawnmowers, do your maintenance, man. Don't go spending $1,800 on a ride lawnmower and never change the oil, or $200 on your weed eater and never do the maintenance. I mean, this is going to make your life a hell of a lot easier when you get ready to do your yard. These are your tools, and you put a lot of money in it. So that's my only recommendation. Follow this video, follow this step. That'll help you, it helped me. And I want to say goodbye to y'all, and I'm going to finish this up, and I'm going to cut my trees. All right, peace out. May God bless you. Goodbye. And as you can see, when you're done, this is how it should purr. Now, see it doesn't cut out at any speed. That's how it's supposed to sound. Healthy. Oil change, carburetor change, spark plug change. And it's not cutting out. And if I wanted to, well, we'll adjust that later. I think the idle's fine. It's your boy Untitled Nitty, man. If you're on my YouTube channel, please rate, comment, subscribe. But I basically just did pretty much an overhaul on the on this tb6044xp, and man, it's ready for 4 to 5 more seasons. I'm telling you. So cut grass, make your grass look good, make your house look good. When your grass looks good, your house looks good. When your house looks good, the whole neighborhood looks good. Peace out, Tiny man out.